Hi, fourth graders. Thank you for watching this. If you were able to join our live Zoom, thank you, thank you. If you were not, it's okay. Here's the recording. This is from November 17th, the lesson that we did that day. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And in our lesson today, we are talking about difficult emotions. What I found on that last day of school, last Friday before we went to remote, a lot of kids were having a lot of strong feelings. Some kids were angry, some kids were worried, some kids were sad or frustrated. And so I purposefully chose to do this lesson today to say, hey, I hear you, I see you, I know some of you are struggling. So let's figure out how to make this work, how to help you feel a little better. And if these strategies don't work, please let someone know. Please talk to your family, your parents, your grandma. You can email or message me, talk to somebody. Okay, so I will try to make this as quick as possible while still covering the content. Emotions make us feel certain ways inside. Okay. Emotions never stay forever. They are coming and going and they're changing. So you may feel excited for a bit. You may feel angry. Things come and things go. Some emotions make us feel good, happy and joyful and excited. Those are things that we think of as good feelings. And then there are some feelings that make us feel bad. Maybe you're sad, upset, or lonely, or frustrated, or embarrassed. So there are a bunch of emotions that can make us feel bad. Sadness, anger, and feeling scared. We also think about that as a bad emotion sometimes. And we mentioned some of these other ones. Oh, nervous. A lot of kids were feeling nervous when we left school on Friday. Even annoyed or jealous can be difficult emotions for us to handle. When we feel these emotions, and I'll call them yucky emotions, we just want them to go away. Like no one likes feeling sad or upset or embarrassed. So we wish we could just push them away and be done. But did you know that it's okay to have these emotions? It's okay to feel angry or mad or scared. And actually, it's kind of healthy. And if you're thinking, Mrs. Taylor, I do not believe you, let me tell you why. Even our emotions that make us feel bad have a purpose. Can you think of why it might be important to feel the emotion of fear? Why might that be important? Well, if you never felt fear, you might do something dangerous, like climb into a tiger's cage at the zoo or swim where there are sharks. So the feeling of fear keeps us from doing things that are dangerous. So fear can be a good thing, even though we don't like how it feels. Sadness, feeling sad can be an important thing. When we feel sad, it helps us relate to others who are feeling sad. In the picture, it says, I know how you feel. I felt the same way when my dog died. So when we have that feeling, we can connect with others. And sometimes feeling sad can help us connect with others. So in the picture, the little girl is like, or the little boy's crying, and mom says, we love you. And the dad says, how can we help? So when you have these feelings, the feelings of sadness, others can reach out and help you. So sadness can be an important thing, even if we don't like how it feels. The only time these emotions can become a problem is when we let the emotions take over and we hurt ourselves or others. Okay, so this is not a good way to handle the emotion. This little guy's going pretty crazy. He's hurting everyone around him because he's not in control of his emotions. So we don't want to get rid of all the painful emotions altogether, but we also don't want them to take control over us. Okay, so we can't get rid of all of them. We can't let it make us do bad things, let us do bad things. We have to find a balance between feeling our emotions and keeping them from taking us over. Because I don't want to be controlled by my emotions. When I feel mad, those are the times I've made the worst decisions in my life. When I've let feelings of anger or frustration take over. So I don't want that to happen. Even though you can't control how you feel, like, yeah, you might feel mad. Yeah, you're going to feel sad or worried, but you can control how you act when you're feeling that emotion. You can be the boss of your emotions. So, to keep our emotions under control and manage them in healthy ways, it's important we take care of our physical body, we take care of our mind, and we have some strategies. So take care of body, take care of mind, and have some tools or strategies. So your body, this is simple. Eat fruits and vegetables, eat a healthy diet. If all you eat is Pepsi and Doritos, this is not a healthy diet. Now, I love Pepsi and I love Doritos, but they will not take care of your body. Get enough sleep. If you're not sleeping, your body is suffering. Your body needs sleep to remain healthy. And exercise. You should be active every day, boys and girls, and the same thing for grown-ups, the same thing for me. Exercise keeps us healthy, keeps our mind and body healthy. So those are 3 things you can do to take care of your body. Your mind also needs ways to express emotions. I went too fast on that, I'm sorry. Your mind needs ways to express emotions. Otherwise, your mind gets so filled with fear or anger that it's unhealthy for you. So we want to express emotions in a healthy way. And you need the tools or strategies that we talked about. So look at the tools for this situation. There's a nail. We want to put the nail into the board. Is there a tool that's right for this project below? No. You need the right tool to do the job. If you don't have the right tool for your emotions, you're not going to handle them well either. So just like a hammer is the best way to solve this nail situation, you also need the right tools for your feelings. So here are 4 tools, okay, just 4. The first tool, and I like these because they kind of go in order. So step 1 is just accept how you feel. Accept it. What does that mean? It means that it's okay to allow yourself to feel a certain way. Just recognize that you're feeling it. Okay, so this little guy is mad. You don't tell yourself, I shouldn't feel this way, or I have to feel a certain way. It is what it is. Right now, I feel mad. Even though you don't like it, accept it. If you try to ignore it, like, oh no, it'll go away. It'll go away. That feeling keeps coming back because you're not owning it, for lack of a better word. So say to yourself, you know what? I am feeling sad today. Accept it. If you let it take over, the feeling stays longer. I know when I'm mad, if I don't say, okay, Mrs. Taylor, you're feeling mad, what are you going to do about it? That anger builds and builds, and I lose out on a lot of fun stuff. Sometimes I've let anger take over and ruin my whole day. And that's not good for anybody. So accept it and say, wow, I'm really angry right now. Handle it, and you'll feel better. How do you handle it? Talk to someone about that feeling. It's always a good idea. When you just talking about it can help you feel better. Seriously, feeling sad, talking to a friend, feeling better. When someone listens to you, it makes you feel like they care about you. It makes you feel like they understand and they hear what you're saying. So talk to someone, and they can help you figure out why you're feeling this way. So you think, okay, I'm sad. Now, why am I sad? Talk it out and like, well, maybe because I had that fight with my friend. Maybe that's why I'm sad right now. You can try to guess how people are feeling, but you really don't know until you talk about it. So this little girl, we recognize she's mad, but she's mad because she thinks her friend cheated in a game. This little girl is sad, but we don't know how she's feeling until she tells someone, I'm feeling sad because my family's moving. And this little guy, I'm not sure if he's annoyed or frustrated or mad. Oh, I'm frustrated because I missed all the math facts, even though I practiced. So they had to talk about it for us to know what was going on with them. Okay, so you've accepted it, you've talked to someone about it. Now, tool 3 is try a calming strategy or tool. Okay, tool is a nice word because we all understand what a tool is. All emotions will eventually leave us, but sometimes if we're really caught up in that emotion, we might do something mean. We might do something that we might regret later, or we might even hurt ourselves or someone else if that emotion takes over. So we don't want to have regret. And regret is something that it's basically, boy, I wish I wouldn't have done that. That's what regret means. I wish I wouldn't have done that. So before we get to that point, let's talk about what might work for you. Okay. I'll put this list in our Google Classroom. Here are 8 strategies. I know it's a lot. If one sounds good to you, try it. If you've tried one and you're like, no, Mrs. Taylor, that one doesn't work for me, then try a different one or come up with your own tools. Deep breathing, it has been shown to be effective. Just take some slow, deep breaths, and it can help you relax. Count slowly. This is not one of my favorite strategies, but for some kids, it really helps because it takes their mind off whatever it is that's bothering them and fills it with the counting. Finding a quiet place. If you're in a stressful environment with lots of noise, lots of chaos, sometimes just finding a quiet place can be really helpful. Taking a walk or any kind of exercise can help you clear your mind. I know after a walk, I almost always feel better. Truly, I almost always feel better. Get a drink. Just getting up to get a drink of water can help you feel better. You're moving, you're hydrating, you're distracting yourself. Write it down. Sometimes writing, drawing can be a great stress reliever, can help us understand our feelings. Distract yourself. Sometimes just get it out of your mind for a bit. Acknowledge it. Say, I'm mad, or I'm frustrated, or I'm sad, and then do something about it. Sing, dance, watch a TV show. And then wiggle. This is a silly one, but just sometimes moving around. Moving around can help you. Find what works best for you. Some of these might be better than others, or there might be other tools that you know are helpful. And finally, tool 4 is preventing the problem in the first place. If you've ever been taken over by an emotion, it's important to figure out what you can do in the future so it doesn't happen again. So if you've lost your temper and you did something that you later regretted, or you were so worried that you did something and you wish you wouldn't have, well, let's keep it from happening again. So after you have that meltdown or that situation, ask yourself, okay, what made me feel this way? How did I get to this point? How did I get to like level 10 on the anger scale? Question 2, how can I avoid this in the future? What can I do so I don't get to a 10? And what could I do differently next time? So in this question, this situation, Jeremy's anger took control of him while he was playing a game with his friend. When he lost, he screamed, threw the game up in the air, then stormed off. So it's a video game. Jeremy didn't want his anger to take over again, so he thought about what he could do to prevent it. Click to see what he figured out. So you in your mind think, okay, he got really upset about this video game with his friend. He lost control. This is something he could try so it doesn't happen again. He thinks, I really got angry because I lost the game. I got angry last week when we played the same game and the week before that. Maybe I should play a different game since this one always gets me so angry. Does that make sense? He's reflecting, he's thinking, okay, I've been here before. I've had the same problem. So what can I do differently? Maybe I need to play a different game. Olive was annoyed with everyone today. It just seemed like everybody was trying to bug her or make her mad. She got so irritated by her friend that she yelled and even called her a mean name. Her emotions were totally taking over. Later, she decided to think about how she could prevent it from happening again. Okay. So she acknowledges that, hey, I'm feeling really irritated. Everyone is driving me crazy. She made a bad choice. She yelled, she called someone a mean name. She's like, okay, I don't want this to happen again. What do I need to do? Oh, Mrs. Taylor, hold on. And here's what she figures out. Well, I stayed up really late last night watching a show and I didn't get much sleep. I bet that was why I was in a bad mood this morning. I'll try to get more sleep tomorrow. And if I feel like this again, I'll try to find somewhere to be alone so I don't say something mean to someone. So she already has two things she's going to try: getting to sleep earlier, so getting more sleep. And then if she still feels the same way, even with more sleep, she's going to try to find a place where she can't hurt anyone else with her words. So just a quick review. It's okay to have these yucky emotions. They're healthy and they can be helpful. We can't control how we feel. It is what it is. But you can control how you act. Okay? We don't want our emotions to take over. And here are some important tools to use when you have these strong emotions. Accept how you feel, okay? Own it and say, boy, what feeling am I? I'm feeling mad. I'm feeling worried. What is it? Talk to someone about the feeling. Try a calm down technique. Do something about it. And then try to prevent these emotions from taking over in the future. What can I do so this doesn't happen again? That is all I have. I know it was a longer video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for thinking. If you have comments or questions, give me a shout out. Thank you so much, fourth graders. Have a wonderful day.